good job. Welcome to the episode of Jay Leno's Garage. I know this looks like a 1966 Volkswagen, which it is. You know, there's this event out here in California called Supercar Sunday. It takes place out in the valley at a big shopping center parking lot, you know, when the shopping center's closed. And everybody shows up there, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, exotic cars, hot rods, all kinds of Corvettes. And I saw this thing over in the corner with a crowd gather around it. I said, oh, why would a bunch of people be gathering around a Volkswagen and all these kind of cool cars in this parking lot? And then I talked to the owner, Mario Markakis, and well, he explained to me why. Mario, come on in here. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing, Jay?
Good, good. That's the fun thing about this website. You see people, hey, bring that over to my garage. Let's find out about it. So it's a 66 Volkswagen.
Correct.
Yeah. Looks fairly stock, but it looks like it's been modified.
Yeah.
Okay. Got rid of the Volkswagen engine?
Yeah. Still got the Volkswagen transmission, though.
Still got the Volkswagen transmission. What engine we got in it?
A 1990 ARC-7 Series 5 motor.
Yeah, so it's the Rotary, it's the Wankel.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and you what, turbocharged it as well?
Turbocharged, fuel injected. Pretty much everything that came out of the vehicle, put a chip on it and a fuel pump, and it goes pretty fast.
Now, what kind of horsepower do you think you're getting? Any idea?
Anywhere from 250 to 280.
Wow, okay.
It dynoed on low boost 235 and 255 in torque.
Okay. Now, do you have fun blowing off Porsches and Corvettes with this thing?
Oh, yeah, it's real fun at Willow Springs. Take it up there for the 1,000-foot drag day.
Oh, okay. And how do you do? What kind of times you turn?
1050 out of 101.
1050? Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Well, that's hilarious, actually. I see why a crowd was gathered around this thing. So now you don't have a shop or anything like that. What do you do for a living?
Now I am a field engineer, so I'm an X-ray technician now.
Oh, okay. Oh, very good. So you must know this car inside and out. I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is your hobby, right? You're not selling anything here.
No.
Just got a shop. And see, this is what I like, because people keep thinking, oh, younger guys aren't that interested in cars anymore, but they are. They're building stuff like this. Did you always want to do a Rotary in one of these, or were there other motors you thought you wanted to do?
I've built a couple different motors.
Yeah.
I had a different bug with a little B&M blower on it with a 600 Holly.
Okay.
And then when I bought this car, it had a 1600 that I turboed.
All right.
Made 125, but traveling from Lancaster to car shows in Orange County, stuff like that, I wanted something that would, go freeway speeds.
Right.
For a long distance. So
okay.
I'll drive to Vegas. I'll drive to Pismo.
Okay. Now, before we show the engine, obviously the car is lower, correct?
Correct.
And what else have we done here? I'm trying to see.
I narrowed the front beam myself 2 inches and made my own air ride for it. So the nose will actually go down another 3-4 inches.
Oh, okay.
4-wheel disc brakes, sway bars front and back.
Okay.
Had a company do the transmission with a 344 ring and pinion, so doing 80, it's barely spinning 3,000 RPMs.
So you had to beef up the, is it a 5-speed now? Is that
No, it's still 4-speed.
Oh, still a 4-speed. Oh, that's how you said you kept the stock transmission. Okay. But you have to, stronger gears, bigger gear?
Yeah,
Okay.
welded gears, super diff, heavy duty covers, chromoly molly axles.
Okay. And across those, what wheels are those?
These are MP's new knockoffs of the Porsche, but there's...
Like the Fuchs wheels. Okay.
Yeah. But they're actually 6 inches wide with a 5-inch offset.
Okay. All right, let's open the hood and see what we got here. I need to hold this? Oh, look at that. You got your own, there you go. Put the screwdriver in there. It's a tight fit, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what do we got here? We got a cooling fan up. Now, is this just to exhaust?
This is for the intercooler. A lot of the MR2 guys were doing this to get extra cold air over the intercooler. So the intercooler's right here.
Right.
Extra fan, that way it's more sneaky. I didn't run an offset deck lid.
Right.
And then a lot of creative plumbing and piping. And
where did you do this? In your garage at home?
in my garage at home,
okay.
after the kids and wife went to sleep.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, the wife's got to be asleep to do this. And how much money do you think you got invested in the project?
Just the motor swap alone was about like 3.5, but total car.
Well, I bring
15.
that up, not for no other reason than, whenever people watch this website, they always say, oh, you have these guys on, like the Ring Brothers, and these cars cost $600,000, $1 million to do. And we just want to show that you can do stuff here being a married guy, how many kids you got?
2.5.
Okay,
I have
2.5.
one on. I have a third one on the
A
way.
third one on the way. You can be a married guy with 3 kids or 2.5 kids and still have some time and money left over to do creative projects like this if you use your imagination. I mean, it's, so radiator is what, in the front?
It's in the front.
Okay, so runs the whole length of the car. So I imagine that gives you a little extra, couple of extra quarts, doesn't it, too?
Yeah, it holds about 3 gallons.
Okay, yeah, well, that's pretty good size, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big 3-row radiator up front.
Yeah, okay. And what, you went to a junkyard, got this motor, what?
I actually went on eBay and started shopping around what was what, and I found that one of the suppliers was local in Alhambra. So for $1,700, I got the motor, the RX-7 transmission and the harness, and then went through the harness myself late at night in the garage, piece by piece.
Right.
And made sure it started first, and then started shopping for all the other parts, the adapter plates and radiators and stuff
What
like that.
made you think this would fit, or did you just know it would fit?
I seen a couple other people do it.
Oh, okay.
But theirs was just carbureted, no turbo, and it was the biggest bang for my buck.
Yeah. Had you ever driven a Wankel engine car before this?
My friend had one. I drove
Okay.
it for like all 5 minutes.
Okay. Because I've got a couple of Wankels, and they're great fun.
Oh, yeah.
There's no bottom end to them, but they rev, and they're...
This one will surprise you.
Yeah. Well, it's already surprised me. I was surprised on Sunday when I went. I go, why are all these people gathered around this old Volkswagen? So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's. There's your air cleaner there, obviously. Let's move around to the front. I like the fact that, like you said, you haven't tricked out the deck lid or anything. Just anybody looking at this would think it was just a stock Volkswagen, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
The sound kind of gives it away, but when
Yeah.
it's parked, nothing's dangling under the car or anything to
No,
really
but
give it away.
it's not obnoxious or loud either. It has a nice sound. You go, what's that? Kind of a vacuum cleaner thing going on there.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. No, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's quite amazing considering how short the exhaust is. The exhaust is maybe this long, straight to muffler.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the radiator, see how that works up front. Well, the nice thing is you've kept the rear seats as well, which I like. Because a lot of guys, people rip this out and you see the engine sticking through. I mean, I love the fact that it appears to be just a Volkswagen with some fancy wheels on it, which is kind of cool. No, that's what's fun about it. And of course, you eat at my favorite gourmet restaurant.
Oh, yes.
Hey, you got to go to In-N-Out.
You have
And
to
what do you
have
get
it.
when you go to In-N-Out? What is he typically?
I usually get a 3x3 with
3x3.
grilled onions and spread only.
Okay, 3x3 with spread only. That means 3 hamburger patties, 3 pieces of cheese, and that, what is that spread they put? It's like a
Thousand Island,
like
pretty
a
much.
Thousand Island thing. Okay, so you're a 3x3 guy.
Yes.
Okay, and fries.
Depends how hungry I am.
Depends how hungry you are. Okay, all right.
Usually just the burger's enough.
Just the burger's enough. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, all right. Let's open it up. See what your radiator looks like.
So the radiator's out of a 95 RX-7.
I see.
So it's a 3-row aluminum, and then I didn't have enough space to the steering box to do 2 puller fans. So I have 1 puller, 1 pusher.
Okay.
And there's a little scoop way down here in the bottom.
And where was the gas tank originally?
Store here.
It was right here. That's what. Okay. I thought it was up higher.
Later models.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. So actually, that's a pretty neat installation. I was expecting this to be all plumbing and cobbled together under here, and it looks quite neat actually.
Yeah, I try to keep everything hidden as possible.
Yeah.
The water lines run across the pinch molding under the rocker panels.
And you got a lot of wires here, boy. That looks like spaghetti bolognese under there, isn't it? You got a short. That's going to be a problem, isn't it?
No.
No?
Everything's fused and relayed.
Okay.
Most of that is just speaker wiring and for all the gauges.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, nicely done there. So you got to obviously open the hood to put gas in it. Did you have to do that originally? I guess you did.
Yes.
Didn't you?
Yeah. The later models had the side filler on this side.
Yeah, I keep coming back. 66 a long time ago. And when have you had this car a long time?
About 4 years now.
Oh, that's all. Okay, I thought maybe you had it since high school and you've just done all these changes.
No, I've always gone back to Volkswagen over the years. I've had my Mustang Cobras and Evo 8s and Cadillacs and.
But you still go back to the Volkswagen Bug. I don't quite understand that, huh?
It's fun.
Well, it is fun. It is fun. Yeah, I can't imagine how much fun it is. And whose brakes do you have on this?
These are also Empy brakes. So it's Empy's Porsche lug kit for the front and rear disc brakes.
Right. What kind of speed do you turn at the end of the quarter mile?
On paper, I should be like 120.
Right.
At the 1,000 foot, I'm at 101,
Okay.
and I'm still in third.
Right, okay.
So the tranny shop said it should top out like 150 if
Okay.
I don't take flight.
Did you ever think of going to maybe some sort of Porsche 5-speed or more 6-speed modern transmission?
Yeah, the price is what's
That's great. See,
that's getting to me.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of money. There's a couple of people doing all-wheel drive bugs now.
Oh, okay.
They're using a Subaru transmission, 5-speed, and then modifying the rear end or front end with some sort of
No, I like this because like I say, I like being a married guy with almost 3 kids. It's and you're able to still have fun and do stuff like this, and blow the doors off Mustangs and Porsches, and it's hilarious. And the interior actually, what are those seats out of?
The seats are out of I think a 2008 Honda Civic.
Okay.
Found them on Craigslist.
Okay.
So
You got your drill door handles here, the whole deal. There you go. I think it's fantastic. Oh, you have your tag hidden in the glove box.
yes. I want to keep it low key when I park the car. That way, no one would really want to steal it. So, the tachometer is a 4-in-1 gauge. So I got my oil, water, temp, my boost controller. And
Now,
my
you've been
air
stopped
fuel.
by the cops in this yet?
Amazingly, no.
No, that's good. Okay, so you managed to keep a lid on it.
Yeah, even though it's bright blue and red.
Now, does your wife like riding in this car?
Yeah, she likes driving it more.
Oh, she does. You let her drive it?
Oh yeah.
Well, we have a Renaissance man here, ladies and gentlemen. It's unbelievable. Wow, this is the new modern. Wow, that's amazing. Most guys will go, no, nobody drives my cars. But wow, that's pretty good.
Well, my friend says, happy wife, happy life.
That's right. Probably do the dishes once in a while, too?
When I can.
There you go. I am woman, hear me roar. Listen to that. Very cool. A modern guy. Mario, you impress me. That's fantastic. And what tires are we using here? Let's how big those. Wow.
They're 205 65 15s.
Meaty, but not crazy.
No, they're coming pretty close to the swing arm. So I need to get some wheel spacers or rebarrel the rims.
Now, see, you strike me as a guy with a dry sense of humor. Is the most fun blowing the doors off people who think they have something really fast with this thing? Is that
Yeah.
Like, I can tell just by the look on your face. You live for that, don't you?
It's fun, you know. I have what looks like a $5,000 car, and they have a $60,000 car.
Right.
And, you know, they get beat by a couple car lengths at the track, and it's like.
Now,
yay.
when you beat somebody in this, do they? Well, hey, wait a minute. Do they make you pull over and see what's under the hood?
A couple of people give the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
Huh? They think it's just a Volkswagen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're usually, not sound vain, pretty far behind, so they get stuck at the light.
Well, I think it's about time we took this thing for a ride and see how it goes. Let's check it out. Yeah, it goes good.
Oh yeah.
Have you got a short shift kit in this?
Yeah, it's an MB short shifter.
Boy, it shifts very nicely. I love hearing the wastegate pop off.
Yeah. The clubs kind of make fun at me at first. They're like, sounds like you dropped a valve. I'm like, not only did I drop a valve, I dropped the crank.
Yeah, crank, pistons, everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's hilarious when it comes on boost. You just feel it.
Yeah, amazing. It made more torque than horsepower, and I think it's due to the fact of the turbo, and it pulls real nice.
Was this already a turbocharged engine or no?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Okay, it was. In fact, okay. Is that the factory turbo that's on it?
Factory turbo. I ported out the wastegate.
Gotcha.
I swapped out to dual actuator.
So it's out of an RX-7, right?
Correct.
The race car. I mean, the sports car.
And then, yeah, originally when I built the car, I had air suspension front and rear, but it turned out the rear was too soft.
Yeah.
And I bottomed out the oil pan ones. And so that's where the heavy duty shocks came into play, and the 27 mil torsion bars. before the ARCs, before I put the motor swap in, the car weighed 1980, or I'm sorry, 1780.
Yeah.
So it gained like 50 pounds of water weight.
So it's water retention. That's what it is. Yeah. Your car's retaining water. This goes fantastic. Really good job. You also want to have this thing pointed in a straight line, don't you?
Yeah, for the most part.
What's your red line on this thing?
Like 6.5.
Was there one car that looked more surprised than any other when you blew them off?
There's been a couple. Usually the new Mustang owners don't know what happened. You know, I see them look at their speedometer.
It's not really loud at all.
No. Sounds good going through a tunnel.
You know, this is great fun, this car. You've done a wonderful job, Mario. It's really funny. And I can see you just smiling behind those sunglasses all the time. So I see you got to be. Is it fun being in the passenger seat?
Yes.
You get a whole different perspective, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely feel the torque more.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't have the wheel to brace yourself.
That's right. There you go. Carl, we'll take it back to the shop and we'll wind it up. Yeah. Well, nothing makes you smile like this thing. That's what I mean. The home-built stuff is always the most fun. Stuff you build yourself. This is a lot of fun. Mario, good job, my friend. Thank you very much. And
thank you for having me.
Congratulations on the new baby. And yeah, I put the car seat in the back, and there you go.
Actually, the car seat goes up front.
Oh, car seat goes up front.
Three-point harness up front. I haven't modded the back yet to put harnesses back there.
There you go. There you go. So. But anyway, as I said, you know, you can do stuff on a budget and cool stuff on a budget. Like I say, when I went to the car show, people were ignoring the Ferraris and the Porsches, and they were gathered around this thing. So, very cool. Mario, once again, thank you, my friend. See you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.